What is up, guys? I'm basically going to be doing a video series on getting into challenge mode fractals. Now, I myself have done challenge mode fractals, the old ones where it was basically what I think is now 96, 97 and 98. With the old ones, I haven't really done any of 99. I've done a little bit, and 100 haven't even seen, touched nothing, only in the Rex, I guess. So basically, this video series is going to be my journey on prepping how to go back into fractals. So if you're someone who's done a few fractals, maybe you're in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or even tier 4 and wanting to push into CMs, maybe you can learn a few things and maybe I can actually start to get better, because the more I try push into this kind of content to be able to explain it better for everybody, the more I actually kind of get better myself. Now, in terms of fractals, I know some people would disagree. I think that before the days of Harvest Temple and all these other strikes that have come out now, and there is tougher content in the game, fractals were considered, in my opinion, one of the toughest content that you could do other than like Doom CM. Now, why would the average person want to get into fractals? Well, fractals is lots of fun, there's lots of gold in it, and yeah, it's just really fun, challenging content. So my journey starts here. So when I basically joined this group, they didn't specify, you know, okay, we want a lack heals or DPS or anything. So I just joined as a DPS because I just assumed that's what people want when they don't specify. I haven't done fractals properly in a long time. I haven't done challenge mode in so long. So to get to the point where I can get ready for challenge mode, I used to play a Lacrin, a lack whatever engineer, I can't even remember what the hell it's called, Mechanist, that's the one. So joining, I thought, okay, let me pick something that's a bit of an all-rounder. Virtuoso seemed like the right choice. You know, they've got full pulls, they've got like Aegis if you want it, they've got like a lot of utility, blinks, portals, everything. So I figured it was a good starting class to play. So my initial plan was, okay, I'm going to play Virtuoso going into this, and I was scared for my DPS. But when we were doing this boss, I was like, man, this is taking long. That's why I don't have my DPS meter up, because literally while I was recording this, I was actually like, man, I'm going to be so like, you know, caught out about how bad I am at the game at the moment. And when I saw the other boss's health at 31, I was like, flipping hell, because that always happens in this boss. People always get confused which one to hit, so it's pretty funny. And yeah, we started getting through it all, like, pretty much. Like, it felt so slow though. Like, I have to admit, I was kind of sad playing this, and I was like, man, I'm going to be in such a bad state. You could also see my rotations horse. I kind of don't know why I keep hitting spear 3 at like complete wrong times, like at DPS windows and instead of blocks. And I have to admit, having the spear on the Virtuoso is amazing. Eventually you can see I put up the DPS meter. That's after the fight. But like, I was quite stoked to see I was top by quite a bit. And I know that's nothing to be proud of. So I went into the next fight and I left the DPS meter up and my Boon table. And then I was like looking in this fight and I was like, what the hell, no one's giving quickness. So I was like, ah, bloody hell. So literally, I finish up this boss here and then I switch over to Boon Chrono basically to give quickness. Now, first of all, my build is not optimized. I had not crit capped nothing. I literally just took my Virtuoso and I didn't have time to switch over gear, so I just literally put on a Boon table, not Boon table, a Boon build, just for that I found on the internet. I hadn't even looked at it, understood what I was supposed to be doing yet, and I was like, okay, we're giving quickness, this is what we're doing. So you can see that I'm slightly bad at giving quickness. I'll get better, this is it, you know, just try my hardest. But already you can see that Boon's a little bit better, DPS is slightly better, and this boss is a bloody tough start. There's so many teleported around and whatever, so a lot of groups, especially in Pug, really struggle because, yeah, people like making everybody into mowers, things like that, you know, the bad times. But what was quite cool about doing this fractal, even as a Boon Crow with like bad gear, bad optimization, everything, my DPS was still good. And I was like, oh wow, like, I could do this. Because that's also the thing. I don't want to go into CM Fractals and I'm playing a class that's inopportune in a sense, okay? And I don't want to be a meta chase or anything like that. But I also don't want to play a class that's not really good at all the things. Because I know CMs are hard. You need to have power, you sometimes need to have condi, you need good CC. So when I was thinking about it, I was like, Boon Chrono can hit all of those marks. I know there might be more opportune like classes to pick, but this was quite encouraging for me. Anyway, and yeah, I figured as well if I'd like get my gear better and obviously crit cap and get better at this whole thing, I'll definitely be able to do a lot more DPS as well, while giving down decent boons. Now you yourself might be thinking, okay, what do you want to do, or how would you get into challenge mode? First, I would say start off slow. Like, I assume the Looney Tower is flipping hard. 99 just seems like a ball ache. It doesn't actually seem fun. I know that sounds bad, but it's literally just a boss fight, and there's so many like fears and one shot in and turn away and this and that. I don't know, it's not as fun. For me, I think Shattered Obs is the most fun. I think afterwards, whatever the hell 96 the first one is, that's pretty fun. And then yeah, the other three I think are mostly just boss fights. But I would say just get yourself a really good class that you can play, whether it's power or Condi DPS. It's always good to have both. If you're a Boon player, just make sure that you understand like your utilities properly. Sometimes you need to bring extra CC, sometimes you need to bring Boon Strip. Like basically anything you can do to make sure that DPS can just carry on DPS in is good. You don't want to be sat there basically like playing like you're playing a raid where you're bringing like 1/10 of a build. If you're playing a support role on Fractals, you need to like be able to bounce the ore by yourself on like Shattered Orbs. You kind of need to understand some of the basic like core mechanics that is expected. I think less so in the last 3 like CMs. I haven't done 100, so I could be talking right out of my ass. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of people do expect certain things of like healers, like stab at certain point, Aegis at certain point. So basically, once you understand all of that, it's like any raid. I like to actually liken Guild Wars 2 to a dance. Once you know how to dance, you know how to dance. Anyway, that's my 2 cents with basically with these just normal T4 dailies. I've basically found what I wanted to play. Gonna play Boon Chrono. Maybe I'll play heal Boon Chrono. I'm not really like certain of like what I want to do. But yeah, I was quite encouraged. See how much DPS I could get out in an inopportune build. Having a look at what the group was doing, things like that. And I just thought to myself, I could perfect this. Now I know these were only T4s, but this is how you get your mindset and your confidence up to be able to tackle something like Challenge Mode Fractals. You need to be able to blitz through the stuff that must feel easy, must feel like tier 1, and then you kind of start to be like, I want to push myself and do more and learn more. And yeah, I'm going to push in, and you'll see that I'm going to get myself some CM Fractals done. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.